Fighting games are a well-known, albeit niche genre of video games that has captivated players for decades. These games offer thrill, excitement, discovery, and community unmatched by other games. Competition and wanting to improve at these games is the cornerstone of fighting games. The want to get better forces you out of your comfort zone to seek stronger opponents, learn matchups, and most importantly, do cool shit with your character. There's a great sense of accomplishment that comes from learning to pilot a character's moveset and finding ways to effectively use it in matches. Each character has their own unique archetype. There are Shotos, Rushdown, Blast Cannons, Zoners, and Grapplers. Mastering a character requires an understanding of their strengths and weaknesses. This learning process can be gratifying, allowing players to express their creativity and individuality through how they pilot their character. Players can be known for being character specialists, and have become synonymous with the character they play, and even push those characters to be better than anyone thought possible. And now, more than ever, it's easier to learn the basics of a fighting game. In-game tutorial modes have been expanded and fleshed out to quickly teach the basics. In-game frame data, combo trials, character trials, and move lists, all designed to be easily understood and learned. For the most part, fighting game tournaments, both online and offline, bring players from all over the world together to compete and share their love of the game. The fighting game community is a tight-knit one, and it's not uncommon to see players traveling across the country or even the world to attend tournaments and hang out with like-minded individuals. Tournaments provide not only the opportunity for players to prove they're the best, but for the typical player to stand toe-to-toe with the Titans and their peers in an open bracket tournament. We all gotta slug it out in pools. A game could have an unknown net play kid who upsets a bracket. The tournament favorite could lose a matchup they seldom played against. Controllers and fight sticks could break, forcing the player to find a replacement. Monitors can have different input delays, requiring players to adjust on the fly. Nothing is safe or guaranteed. You play your best no matter the situation, or you lose. Now, you don't have to be a world warrior to enjoy or participate in a tournament setting. Most cities and regions have what we call locals, where tournaments and events happen weekly or bi-weekly, but on a much smaller scale. Offline tournaments and locals give the community so much: great matches, fun traditions, rivalries, and the opportunity to meet and play against your favorite players. But over the pandemic, offline tournaments and locals became either impossible or extremely difficult to hold, but that didn't stop the FGC. Online tournaments became more available to the community as a whole, and during the worst parts of the pandemic, games with rollback netcode became the game of choice for its stability and reliable match quality, and games without rollback netcode either suffered greatly or the community found a way to play reliably with things like Parsec servers, or made their own, like with Smash Melee and Project Slippy. On top of all this, the fighting game community is one of collaboration. Don't understand some fighting game lingo? We got you covered. Want to learn fundamentals and how to interpret frame data? We got that. We got streamers and VTubers showing off their favorite fighting games to audiences of all sizes, some of whom also hold tournaments for beginners and seasoned players. Fun events like Sajam's Will It Kill, that was also featured on Evo, Twitter hashtags to show off new tech and sick combo routes. We have video essayists breaking down types of players, strategies, and characters. We have creators who want to show the world how great and fun fighting games can be at every skill level. The FGC has all the great people, resources, and content, but it all pales in comparison to the magic of fighting games, which is just hitting buttons with friends. I know it's very cliche to say that fighting games are all about the friends you made along the way, but it's the truth. Fighting games is a grassroots community at its heart, starting in the arcades and growing to this huge worldwide community that crosses culture and borders. I got into fighting games by pure happenstance. I've always played fighting games growing up. They were never really a big part of my gaming life. I mostly stuck to games like Halo or Resident Evil. Still, one day a game called Injustice 2 came out. My roommates at the time came into my room and saw me playing the game, and said, "Hey, this looks pretty cool." Fast forward a month later, we are grinding Injustice 2, making tier lists, learning to read frame data, theory crafting, watching tournaments. They convinced me to watch the Smash doc, and so I got addicted to Melee. It all snowballed because a fighting game looked fun. And now I can't get enough of fighting games. I buy and play nearly every fighting game that comes out now. I love grinding these games. I'll always remember the match I hit Living Legend in Dragon Ball FighterZ. And even better is the feeling I get when I can see and feel myself getting better at these games. It makes me want to play them even more. Fighting games possess a special magic that brings people together. They offer a sense of accomplishment, community, and skill that can be incredibly satisfying to master. Whether you're a casual player just hitting buttons, a combo master showing off a new touch of death, a training mode fiend, or a tournament competitor, there's room for everyone in the fighting game community. So join us and be part of the magic of fighting games.